Okay, today's video, we're talking about Google partners, or certified Google partners, whether or not they can make you more money with your ad campaigns than a non-certified partner. If you need somebody to help you come up with strategies to help expand, grow, and make your campaigns that you're running on Google Ads more profitable. As you don't have the time to do it, the expertise to do it, and so forth. So the answer to this question, I'll tell you right off the bat, I can't answer it quite as frank as I would be, given I am, a so-called uncertified partner. This is not me speaking salty as to whether or not, for me being a non-certified Google ad expert, and not just Google ad expert, but online advertising expert that just covers online advertising topics, as I manage a few dozen client ad accounts on an ongoing basis for different clients in different industries. But if I wanted to be a certified partner, I could be. What I'm telling you here is the reasons why I choose not to be a certified partner, which will obviously play into helping you make a decision as to who you want to work with, certified or non-certified partner. And of course, with that, I can only speak, this is Google's platform. I respect Google. Google, don't come after me for this, saying what I'm saying. What I'm saying is undeniable, though, as to the truth of it, as, well, you'll see, I guess, as we get into the content here. But by the end of the video, you will know exactly the value of a certified partner in helping you, not just help you manage your ad accounts that people say they're a PPC manager. Managing an account that gets you no more, does not get you more money. You basically almost could do that on your own. What we're looking for is to make more money, scale our accounts, make profit, and then more profit so we can make millions of dollars on the ad platform, which is what you can do if you just know what you're doing. So basically, you'll find out if the certified ad partner that Google, partner that Google has to pick from on their site listed, here's all our certified partners, whether or not they are the best option for you to be able to scale your ad account to make you millions of dollars in your business through Google Ads. Okay, so with that said, getting into the content, now Google first of all says in order to become certified, you must agree. There's multiple things that you have to do to become certified, of which part of the reason why I don't like to become certified anymore, I did it at one point in time, is you got to every year do stuff to get certified. And it's not just me not wanting to learn the standards, because I spend more time learning how Google Ads works on a week-to-week basis. I guarantee that 99% of people who are so-called Google ad experts or manage Google ad campaigns, because I run this channel alone and spend probably 30 hours a week just on content for this channel, let alone the 40 hours a week of work I do working on client campaign strategies. So you have to do these things, and these are non-negotiable things to become certified. It makes sense. I can empathize with the customer or the clients that we have, or people out there that want to hire a certified expert, because if you're going to get your Ford Bronco repaired, you would of course like to go to a certified Ford repair shop than a non-certified repair shop. Because for the most part, maybe they don't push non-genuine parts. And that might be the extent of the controversy that surrounds a certified versus non-certified Ford repair shop. But Ford has a specific way that they recommend repairing things, and there's not much controversy surrounding it, because there's only, for the most part, one main way to repair, and maybe there's some shortcuts, but in most industries, hiring a certified expert is okay. But when you're talking about ad management, with it being infinitely harder to figure out how to run ads so you're making millions of dollars in your business than repairing a muffler on your car, things change, okay? And you must agree to certain things that Google wants you to do, or you're not getting the certified status. And because every year you have to reapply and redo all the new standards, Google basically has, if somebody that's certified, you have to run your business at least in the way that they want you to run it, so to say, to become and get their, certification behind your name, if you will. And the one major part of that, I can tell you up front, is they want you to, whatever recommendations Google wants to do to your ad account, which is in the recommendation sections of your ad account, they want you to do at least 70% of those recommendations for your clients to become and stay a certified Google partner. At least 70% of them, which you may say, well, that doesn't sound that bad. Well, if that's, by the way, primarily what they want you to do to become a certified partner, you could, auto-approve those recommendations, and you wouldn't need a certified partner to help you do that. The certified partner is a way to help convince people, if you will, that their recommendations are good, so they get a bit more compliance. That has to be the case, because if the person that you're hiring to advise you how to run your ad account is telling you to do the recommendations, obviously you're going to uptake and do the recommendations at a higher rate than you would have done otherwise, not understanding them. So in and itself, it's not, totally bad, we'll just say, for lack of wanting to say other words. Also, though, by law, Google has to do things that net their shareholders money. Alphabet's shareholders money, which Alphabet now obviously owns Google. And because if you own a publicly traded company and the executives don't do what's most best for the shareholders, they can actually get sued. And it's actually illegal. They can be put in jail for this, to prevent things like what happened with Enron and stuff. So this is a non-negotiable fact right here, that they have to do things to make more money, okay? So with tying these two things together here, that you got to do what Google says to become certified, and Google has to make money for their shareholders. Will Google, trying to make more money, and in which they want the people that work with them to do, will that always make you more money? Sometimes you will make more money by doing the things Google is recommending to you. Given the things they recommend to you has to be able to make them more money, or they're not following the guidelines or corporate guidelines to make more money for their shareholders. Just by nature, how could every single suggestion that Google is suggesting you make also make you more money? Just by chance, there wouldn't be a direct one-to-one correlation. Even if Google was trying to make the suggestions to make you more money, and they didn't care about making more money themselves, the suggestions they made to you wouldn't always make you more money, because they don't know your business as well as you do. But with Google specifically having to tell you the things that they're telling you to make them more money, not you more money, now we have a bit of a problem here. Again, I'm not shitting on Google's suggestions. Some of the suggestions are good. But what you have to do, though, as somebody that's a steward of your business, and you got to make your shareholders more money, okay? Google needs to make their money. You need to make your own money. You need somebody at your side, or should have somebody at your side, who knows something about ads, not a faker. There's tons of people who say they're ad experts and are not, and get the certification to make it look like they are an ad expert, but have almost no practical ad experience knowledge. The person who knows how to run ads have been doing it for a very long time and have worked with many clients, of which who speak highly of that person to prove it. You need somebody, though, at your side, or should have, that can sift through these suggestions that Google's making, which I'm not saying they're deliberately trying to not make you money. They're trying to make money, and if they can suggest things that make you more money, that makes them more money, because you're going to be successful, and then you can advertise more. But the reality is, by the way, even if you don't make money and you quit, there's somebody else to kind of take your place. A good advisor can help you look through the suggestions that Google system's making. Somebody has to program their system, but then the system itself does the suggestions to you as well. Somebody's got to look through those with a keen eye and find out if those suggestions are right for your business or not, okay? And if the certified partners are just going to, they have to, not just want to, but have to suggest, oh yes, this is a good suggestion, yes, this is a good suggestion, then you're not getting that person who's going to look at the suggestions and actually determine if that's good for your business. Okay? Because every suggestion can't be good for your business. It's impossible for that to be the case. Just like a private attorney will, if you're in trouble with the law, will provide an independent, case evaluation to tell you how to defend yourself from the government that's coming after you. And a public defender is the opposite of that, virtually, given that the court is paying the public defender. You can see where that conflict of interest comes into play. Well, this is essentially the equivalent of that, if you will. It's not that the public defender is trying to screw you over, but they know they aren't going to bite the hand that feeds them necessarily. Their first allegiance is to that. That's undeniable. You can't say that otherwise. So, whereas my opinion is they should give them it'd be good if they would give people that are certified a bit more flexibility to look at the suggestions that the Google ad system is suggesting to their advertisers and actually look at and see, yes, this does apply to this business because this business could benefit from this, and not my opinion just doesn't matter. You should have somebody that understands your business inside and out, that you hire for a while and you get the relationship going with them. They can look at the suggestions, say these ones are actually good. They're not just going to arbitrarily, randomly pick which ones are good for you, and make sure those suggestions are picked and not the other ones. It's really that simple. So it's not about who's screwing over who, or let's get emotional about what this ought to be. You need somebody who understands your business to know what is right for your business. And ultimately, even though sometimes these suggestions that Google system make are good, they definitely are, all the suggestions they make can't be good for your business just because of the statistical odds of things, but also even though the system's also programmed by humans, their AI system that also makes the suggestions to you don't or can't understand your business, and the suggestions they make, in which Google wants their system to make to you, has to follow a general set of principles that apply to most businesses, which your business may not be like most businesses. So just arbitrarily taking the rules that apply to most businesses without any consideration for how your business operates, you're by default going to do things that are not in your interest, whether that was intentional or not, and ultimately not get you to the goal of making millions of dollars in your business. You see where this is all a problem here. So you have the AI system who doesn't know your business and is only taking a best guess as to what to do. And you got Google that's trying to make you more money, but if they are not making more money, they can't suggest to you anything without them also being able to make more money, which sometimes there's misalignment there. And ultimately, I didn't even mention it, but the optimization score, they want you to get that high on your account. And I've talked about in other videos how the optimization score, has no real direct correlation with how much money you can make with your account. Sometimes it is, but it goes back to the same thing here. What applies to most accounts doesn't necessarily apply to your account because you have a unique business. You may not do things other businesses do. And every business, it would be different if they knew how to, give you suggestions based upon you being a plumbing business, taking on best standards for plumbing businesses. No, they're actually taking on what all businesses of all types and all e-commerce, non-e-commerce and all this, and giving you suggestions about that. And it's like people come to my agency and they want to work with somebody who's worked in their industry before because they inherently know their business is different. But somehow the suggestions made to them through the Google ad system that applies to all businesses are now good enough, because I guess it's Google and they know better. They can't understand, but the best practices that apply to all businesses aren't ever going to be that hot for an individual business with individual customers or clients that they're looking for and unique offers and that business has and so forth. And even if they did know, okay, we know plumbing campaigns should have this and you're a plumber and so you should get it too, you have your own pricing scheme, you operate on different set of principles. It's just, I don't think I need to beat a dead horse here, but you get the general gist. You need somebody who understands your business in order to understand how your ad should be set up to find the right customers who want your services, not just all customers, because you may have a certain type of customer, probably have a certain type of customer you're looking for, and a human, not an AI, so to say, not Google's looking at data from all accounts is going to understand how to get you the best customers that way. Ultimately, there's something obviously to be said, because I know right away, people that are other ad managers could say, AI, the Google's algorithm, their AI, will eventually self-correct. So if they recommend something to you that doesn't work, they can weed it out, because ultimately you can say in your ad account, Google, I need a 5-to-1 ROI, or 500% ROAS, as they call it in the industry. And so that they'll try certain things out, and then eventually, if something doesn't work, they'll weed it out so they can still get you a 500% return. And then if you just did all the recommendations and the system, whatever they recommended to you, didn't work, they would stop it on their own. That is the case. But what's all that actually cost here? If you want to lose a significant amount of money in your business, just start doing everything that's possible inside Google Ads. And you will spend millions of dollars figuring out the 1% of it that works. The recommendations, again, can't possibly be perfect for your exact type of business all the time. So all the recommendations that don't work, you're going to have to spend money for the system to figure out it doesn't work, to then know that they can't do that for your business anymore and get the kind of return you're looking for. So when you hire an expert, they're going to be able to tell certain things that just obviously don't make sense and just to not do those recommendations. That's the main point here that's relevant to this whole thing here. You need somebody that can actually look at things and say, this doesn't make sense for our business. We're not running it. We're not going to try it and give it a chance for a while. No, we're actually not going to do it because it's so obvious that this is not going to work. We're just not going to be stupid here and do it anyway. And just, because that's the reality of the situation. You wouldn't do that in any other place that you advertise where you're going to talk to the radio guy and do every single thing he recommends because it might work. It's about how do we get this basically to work so we don't run out of money, because if we run out of money, we're out of the game. Or we don't want to spend 10 years to get to where we want to go in terms of our sales that we could get to in a year and a half if we just pick the things that are most likely to work first by using our brains instead of just using the AI system that Google has that thinks, this and this and this might work, but don't really know until they try it. That's where the ad manager, the human ad manager that's coming in to help you analyze things, use their 20 years of experience, looking at hundreds and hundreds of accounts, see what type of things work for the type of business you have, and find the most likely things to work, and then suggest those first, is going to help you, in my opinion, more than anything else here. So, again, it's not the certified Google partners can't have good help, or the recommendations that Google provides can't give you help, but just like a good consultant, if a consultant only tells you what you want to hear, you're not going to get the best results from the consultant. Consultant that gets results is going to tell you what you don't want to hear, because what you don't want to hear will have you make the corrections that you need to have the results. And they're not going to sugarcoat anything. So certain ideas that you think are important that will work, they'll shoot them down so you end up not wasting your time on them and your money on them. That's what you really need at your side working for you on your behalf. So Google's got to do what they got to do. They got to make more money for their shareholders. They want people to work with them out there in the public, working, i.e. as you, working with you to help you manage your ads. That'll help them in their own goals. Whereas the person helping you that's incentivized to help you with your goals into this equation. There isn't until you actually go out there and seek one. And so I don't want my hands tied, because at the end of the day, I would like to help Google shareholders make more money and everything. I want to also help my clients make money. So it's just like, also to wrap this up, it's just like the, what do they call it? Fiduciary in the money management space, where fiduciary, if you're going to work with a money manager, a fiduciary by law has to be able to suggest things to you that are most in your interest. Versus if you're not a fiduciary, they can recommend anything to you. And it can be in the best interest of the person that owns the company of, the investment company. So I could, in other words, if I'm a money manager and I'm not a fiduciary, I could go work with a deal with this company over here that sells investments and get a kickback from them, and just refer all my clients to that person because I'm going to get a kickback from them. And the clients can lose their ass, and it's not illegal to do that. Whereas a fiduciary, if that's revealed that I'm getting an incentive from that, and it's not the best for the client, and I can, I'm breaking the law. So, and that's done for a very good reason, obviously. The Google's, obviously offering certain benefits to the partners to help, for being a partner and whatnot, so to say. But what you need is the hard, difficult advice that you need to do is, and give it to you in an honest way so you can get the results you want, and that you get them as soon as possible. Because the sooner you do the things that work, means the sooner you can go to the next thing and the next thing with your ads and build up a multi-million-dollar ad campaign for yourself, which is totally possible if you just get the right advice going and executing the right things for your business that actually work, and doing them time and time again, and stacking your gains, reinvesting your profits back into your account over and over again to build those results up for your company and through your market. So with that said, for lack of better words and without being able to be more frank here, that's the information at least you should be aware of, deciding what you're going to go with in your market. If you like the video and you want to learn how to actually make millions of dollars with your ads, the actual strategies that work, you should subscribe to this channel, as I have hundreds of videos on that exact topic. All I do all day long at my firm is I advise clients on the strategies that they should use and execute those strategies and run tests for our clients, for a few dozen clients that I have on an ongoing basis. And we guarantee results for our clients in that if we don't raise your sales a certain minimum amount on your account past what we charge for as a fee, we don't take a fee at all. And no other agencies out there doing that, which should tell you something about the quality of the data that we're sharing with you on this channel, because the stuff that we find works, we're giving to you on a silver platter on this channel. It doesn't get any better than that. You're not going to find better, more relevant information on other YouTube channels ran by professional YouTubers or people that manage a couple of accounts. And so, and I don't even do the dirty work because I got a team that does that, and all I do is just the strategy myself. I do all of our client strategy directly, and so you're getting somebody who spends full time figuring out the strategies that work with online ads and with the material given to you on this channel. So with that, if you like the channel though, I also got a blog at guaranteeppc.com/blog, where if you like the channel, you'll find a lot of value in my blog as well, which has my own personal writing, not somebody else that I farmed the content out to, that so many people do. So you should check that out as well. If you have any questions about the Google Partner Program, what might be right for you, leave me a comment below, or have opinions on what I said. If you disagree with me, let me know. I don't care if you disagree with me, but if you got questions, I'd be able to help you, put you on the right track and with what you're doing. If you have any ad-related questions by any means, leave me a question below. I get back to every single person who watches my channel and asks questions related to ads, because I like to help my viewers out. As a final note, if you're looking for the best ad manager that you could possibly find to get you guaranteed results with your ads, looking and trying to decide who to pick, I would love to be able to hear from you and give you a free analysis on your campaigns, where I can actually estimate how much sales results we can get for you up front and before charging any fees. There's no catch or anything, but if there is a catch, it is we don't work with just any client. You got to have a great product or service that just needs great marketing, and if so, I'll be able to help get you some sales on your campaigns up front for free to get you going, and then you can start paying our firm out of the profits that you're now gaining from the result of our efforts. So to see if we can work together, reach out to my firm at guaranteeppc.com, and I'll be happy to look at your stuff and get you a plan if it looks like you got something good there. Beyond that, if you are looking for results outside the realm of a long-term ad manager who can just take the reins on your campaigns, scale them, and you just sit back and enjoy the results, we actually have ad templates that work for certain markets. I've worked in basically about 100 different unique markets at this stage, where we can take the results we got in your market already and just simply apply those. You can copy and paste those results into your own ad account and get the results you're looking for. Predicted results that we are also getting by optimizing a campaign for years in your market already, and then just apply them to your account and get the same predicted results for your own account without all of the work. We sell those templates and landing page templates to go with them, with the campaign templates and ad templates for a one-time fee that gets the results, and of course be able to tell you what results you would get up front with those templates at our firm if you reach out. So if you're interested in that as well, reach out to my firm at guaranteeppc.com. We'd be happy to speak with you about that as well and the opportunities we have available there. So with that said, I will wrap it up with that. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to see you on the next one. See you later.